Like, I would literally go to battle for any of these girls every day because I know that they're going to do the same for me. We were super happy to win our first game against UVic, but disappointed to come up short in the second game against UBC. So coming into preseason, I had zero expectations for what my own season was going to look like. And that definitely did not include me starting in our home opener. But, through a very tough preseason, I started to see little glimpses of hope that, oh, maybe I can start. Like, all those thoughts went through my mind, like, every day, every next day, like, as time went on. But I just, left my mind open, gave myself a growth mindset, and I think that just honestly is what got me to, starting in the home opener against UVic, and that was honestly just such a cool moment to be back out there. It was really awesome to be able to start in my senior year in the home opener, and I just didn't think that would happen. Seeing where I was a year ago and seeing where I am now, it's crazy.
It should be an absolute cracker of a match this evening. Really, really good crowd in for this one.
We were in our last game of the regular season. We were playing UBC at UBC, and around the 70th minute of the game, I started to feel really weird, really uneasy. My balance was going, my ears were ringing. I started to feel really nauseous, and I just took a knee, and I just was like, oh, I need a second.
Good news for the Spartans there, though. Aliya Coy back up.
So I get up, and I keep playing, and then about 2 minutes later, the entire right side of my body just went completely numb, and I honestly wasn't really thinking too much about that as I was thinking about the pain that was in my head. I just got like an instant headache out of nowhere, and that is really what led me to feel like I needed to come off the field. And so I went down again, and then Rob came out, carried me off the field. And the next morning, one of my roommates drove me to the hospital, and they got me in pretty quick to get a CT scan. And an hour after I got that scan, my doctor came up and told me that they found bleeding in my brain. They just wanted to keep me in the hospital for the next couple days, and so my teammates came to see me, my coaches came to see me, which was nice, and I felt very loved during that time, but at the same time it's just really hard, like being away from the team and being in the hospital wasn't like sorry guys. I got back to my apartment, there was like balloons and a teddy bear and a basket full of like all these really nice gifts and pictures that my teammates had printed out for me, and I just felt so loved, and I think that goes to show how much more than soccer that this team really is. Everyone always says, oh, you guys look so like bonded, you guys look like you're fighting for each other, you would die for each other. And like, I would literally go to battle for any of these girls every day because I know that they're gonna do the same for me. I feel like I experience that way more off the field than I ever do on the field. Little conversations like, when I'm actually curious about how they're doing, or they're curious about how I'm doing, in my studies, in my spiritual life. Those conversations are way more meaningful, and I think that's something really cool about our program, is that so much happens off the field. I think that's what really makes what people do see on the field shine through. I had many doctor's appointments with my neurologist, and eventually she ended up telling me that if it were up to her, she would just never have me play soccer again. Hearing that was really hard, and I didn't really know what to do with it, but she also told me that ultimately it was my choice whether or not I wanted to continue playing, because there's going to be risk in everything. You know, I only had one season left. I had all summer to kind of think about that, and I think that was my mindset going into preseason was I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna try my best, and if that gets me on the field, great, but if that doesn't, I'm still contributing to the team, I'm still part of the team, and this team has done so much for me, so I wanted to come back and yeah, just see what I could do for the team as well. So at the beginning of preseason, the mental challenge of it was a lot to overcome, and I think just through training every day and being with the team and yeah, just having some encouraging words from my coaches has really helped me, and where I am right now, I'm having so much fun and playing with freedom, and it feels good. As big as our wins were on the weekend, I think we all still felt a little bit not satisfied with just our performances, and I think that's just because we know that we can still be so much better. There's also always going to be things that you can't control, like the weather, smoke, the temperature. This weekend was quite hot, and I felt like the smoke just really made it really muggy, and it was just not the best weather to play in, but I think it all just goes back to what we're learning this preseason is just how to grind together and, you know, not to make excuses for ourselves. Like, it's not just us, the other team is experiencing it too. So yeah, we just kind of grinded through, and I think we're stronger because of it. You know, it's not just on game day that it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every other day of the week too. And by learning how to do that and to, you know, not just do it for yourself, to do it for your teammate that sits beside you, and every single girl that is a part of our team, it just makes you so much more willing to do the hard work, because you know that it goes beyond just yourself. Going into someone else's home field and, you know, still sending a message and being like, hey, like, we're a good team, it's your home field, but we're still gonna play our game, and yeah, we're just gonna show you what Trinity's all about.